The United Nations human rights body is calling into question the United States' prolific use of unmanned drone aircraft to target individual terror suspects. The drone program has reportedly caused civilian casualties and is raising international legal questions about the rules of engagement in 21st century warfare. CCTV's Nina Donaghy has our story.
The UN's Human Rights Council in Geneva has asked the US for more transparency and accountability regarding drone warfare. But after a two-day discussion, Special Investigator for Extrajudicial Killings Christoph Heinz still didn't have answers, saying, "I don't think we have the full answer to the legal framework. We certainly don't have the answer to the accountability issues." Nor did Human Rights Chief Navi Pillay, saying, "It's unclear that all persons targeted are combatants or directly participating in hostilities." During the Bush presidency, there were 429 drone-related deaths 2004 to 2008, but President Obama expanded the practice. During his tenure, 2,025 people have died in drone attacks, his administration targeting specific terror leaders like al-Qaeda propagandist Anwar al-Awlaki, operating in Yemen. Power to use lethal force outside war zones is concentrated at the White House. President Obama, pictured here in his weekly briefing with his counterterrorism chief John Brennan and National Security Advisor Tom Donilon, reportedly pores over photos and biographies of the targets, known as the kill list. Secretary of State Hillary Clinton and her Pentagon counterpart Leon Panetta are consulted, but the missions targeting individual terror suspects are carried out by the CIA. Law of war expert Gary Solis says this is part of the legal dilemma.
We have effectively in the U.S. two drone programs, the military's drone program and the CIA's drone program. And the military is clearly under the laws of armed conflict. They may employ drones, another weapon of war. A question arises about the legitimacy of civilians using weapons of war, however, and the CIA personnel and their contractors are civilians.
Also questions about attacks on individuals in other sovereign nations. The US uses drones against al-Qaeda in Pakistan and Yemen and against the al-Shabaab terror network in Somalia.
Where is the battlefield? Can the United States lawfully employ drones in Yemen, in Somalia, and so forth? And that is a question which is unresolved in international law.
It's believed that Yemen gave tacit permission for the Awlaki killing, but the method is still a great source of tension between the US and Pakistan. Over 250 strikes have been carried out on the Afghan-Pakistan border over the past 3 years. Pakistan says too many civilians, and in one case their own troops, are becoming what the CIA calls collateral damage. Nina Donaghy, CCTV, Washington.